I just voted. Yeah, Hillary, 2016. Stronger together.
Donald Trump all the way. It's time to make America great again.
Hello and thanks for watching this special edition of the Ravens Report. I'm Joe Brundage and we are covering the 2016 election. With me are RVTV's top political analysts, Katie Salka and Ben Gunnels.
Thanks, Joe. It's an exciting day as we prepare to see which candidate is going to win the election.
Agreed, Katie. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Today marks a critical juncture in America's political landscape.
And how Ridgeview votes will demonstrate which direction we, as an entire nation, are headed.
Except not really. Of course, this real election is happening out there, across America, as we speak. But today's coverage will focus on our version of the election, which is being conducted by Mr. Parsons' government class. But first, we have to understand how the Electoral College itself works. Here's Tarek with more.
Thanks, Joe. So, I know what you're all thinking. This is a democracy, right? We go out and vote, someone tallies those votes, and then a winner is decided? Well, not quite. You see, America actually uses the Electoral College. The Electoral College consists of 538 different electors, divvied up among the states depending on the number of representatives they have in Congress. When you go out and vote in a state, you're actually voting for these electors to place their vote for you. Most states have a winner-takes-all system for their electoral votes. Now, a majority of 270 is required to actually elect a president. So, on election day, candidates are going to be watching the polls closely to see which states will be called for them.
Thanks, Tarek. Now, Katie, how important are swing states?
I'm glad you asked, Joe. I'll just go with one example. Ohio, especially in recent years, has shown itself to be an important state to win in every election except one since 1944. Whoever won Ohio won the presidency.
Wow, well, we certainly have our eye out on that. And Ben, has the popular vote ever been different from the Electoral College majority?
Absolutely, Joe. It has actually happened 4 times when more actual people voted for a candidate, but because of the Electoral College, that other candidate took office. It happened most recently in 2000 when George W. Bush won a narrow electoral victory over Al Gore, despite Al Gore winning the popular vote.
Yes, well, we all remember that year.
I actually don't remember it.
Yeah, I was one.
Oh, okay. Now we're going to see how the election at Ridgeview will pan out. Here's Evan and Josalynne with more.
Thanks, Joe. We're here in Mr. Parsons' room. We are planning to get this election started.
Here's how it's going to work. We have assigned states to classes based on their size. For example, Mr. Holloway's Ravens report represents the state Iowa.
Whichever candidate receives a majority of votes in each particular class will earn that class's electoral votes.
Then we will tally up the total number of electoral votes, and whoever reaches 270 first wins.
Thanks, guys. So before we get to the initial returns, let's head to Jared Durham in the field.
Thanks, Joe. I'm here outside Mrs. Weber's class, where anticipation and excitement have reached an all-time high.
Actually, Jared, my apologies. We're going to have to interrupt. We have the first returns to report, so let's go to Tommy Wright.
Thanks, Joe. I'm Tommy Wright. The results are in, and with 100% of the precincts reporting, we're ready to call Miss Smith, Texas, for Donald Trump, and we're also ready to call Miss McKelvey's, Florida, for Donald Trump as well.
Wow, okay, well, we're getting started.
It's a long way to 270, Katie.
I know, Ben.
All right, so based on those results, we wanted to check in with the campaign managers for each camp. First, we have Honoure with the Clinton campaign.
Well, obviously, we're disappointed with those early results, but as Ben said, it's early. We're trusting that our get out the vote worked, and we'll be fine as the day continues.
Thanks, Honoure. And now joining us is Trey Hartford, a representative of the Trump campaign. Hi, Trey.
Thanks, Joe. Pleasure to be here. Yes, exciting results, and we think that is just the beginning of a great night ahead.
Okay, thanks. We will see. Of course, that's not all that's happening today. Let's head back to Kenzie Bartlett at the news desk to get a few announcements.
I'm Kenzie. The senior class is selling pies custom made by the Willamette Valley Pie Company. This fundraiser is a benefit to fund their 2017 senior grad party night. Seniors that sell 10 pies can win a ticket to their grad party in June at the Washington Family Ranch. All seniors that sell will get raffle tickets and be entered to win prizes. Sign up to sell with Sharon Langliers in the CCC. Winter athletes, registration, physicals, and pay to play for winter athletes is due by November 10th. The first date of practice is the 14th. Robin Hood auditions will continue today. If you missed it yesterday at 3 in the PAT, come be a part of the show. The Skilled Trade and Apprentices Field Trip Permission Form deadline has been extended. Come and get them in the CCC. And softball players, there's a softball meeting on Thursday, November 10th at 3:30 in the Skybox. Everyone interested in signing up for softball this year should attend. Now let's head back to Jared Durham on location.
Thanks. I'm excited now to bring you some breaking news. I'm inside Miss Young's class where voting has just finished. The mood here
Actually, Jared, I'm sorry again. We're going to have to cut you off. We're having some more results to report. Here's Tommy Wright.
Some exciting results. Here we have another state for Trump. Nelson's Connecticut for the Trumpster, bringing his tally to 74. But we have 4 states for Clinton. Mr. GS's Montana, Mr. King's New Mexico, and Mrs. Weber's Kansas and Missouri. So the race is on.
So things are happening.
Yes, they are, Joe. Yes, they are.
As we get closer to 270, the picture for the future is coming more clearly into focus.
For more about the future, let's head to Jared Durham. Jared?
Thanks, Joe. There is a palpable sense
Jared,
of...
we're going to have to interrupt you again.
Come on!
We have some really important news from Tommy Wright.
Okay, first we have another state for Hillary. Mr. King's Indiana has gone blue. As for the rest, we have a final result. With a 57% of the popular vote and a commanding 503 to 35 electoral landslide, Donald Trump has earned the majority. Back to you, Joe Brundage.
Well, that's it. The Ravens Report is ready to call this election for Donald Trump. Katie, are you excited?
Yes, every time democracy works in America, it's exciting.
Ben?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know that this is the result that everyone expected, but it is indeed the result.
And that's it. Ridgeview has elected Donald Trump. Who will America vote for? We'll find out tonight. Thanks for watching. For RVTV, I'm Joe Brundage. Decisions are made by those who show up.